If you're serious about starting a clothing brand in 2025, this video is going to walk you through everything I wish I knew before I started mine. From product development to building your brand identity to launching without thousands of naira in the bank. I am Faiza, the founder of Faiza Co., a made-to-order modest wear brand. I started my brand with a clear vision and a small budget. And today, I want to show you how exactly you can do it step by step. Now, there are some basic things that I would want you to understand as somebody who is just starting a brand, be it a clothing brand or other products that are not even related to clothing. It might be edibles, probably jewelries or bags or shoes. As far as it's something you want to sell, like as far as you're starting a business, then this procedures, this step by step applies to literally everything you are selling as far as it is a product. So it is not just about clothing, it can be just any product. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to start with your why. You've got to start with your why. So before you pick fabrics or your logo, get clear on your why. And when I say why, okay, why do you want to start a clothing brand? Who is your brand for? And what problem are you solving? And for me, I noticed a lack of fashion modest wear that felt both elevated and inclusive. That gap became my mission. The key thing is to start with your mission and not just your own make. Now, another thing is for you to define your niche and your ideal customer. You see, trying to make clothing for everyone would connect you with no one. I learned about this at a very, very later stage. You've got to, choose a niche. For me, it is modest wear. For you, it might also be modest wear or streetwear, luxury basics, sustainable fashion, just anything you can relate with. And this is what we refer to as you choosing your niche, like being specific because you're trying to like get your own target audience. You've got to know your customer. Hey, value, lifestyle, where they live, what they value, what they are tired of seeing. That too is very, very important. Very, very important. So for me, my customer value quality, modesty, and timeless design. So that guided every of my decision from fabric sourcing to marketing. This is why knowing your ideal customer and finding your niche is very, very important when it comes to making sales and starting your brand. So another thing is for you to build your brand identity. Like this is very, very important. Very important. You see, your brand is more than just a logo. It is a feeling. It is a voice and a story. So you've got to make it show. You've got to align with it in everything you're doing as a business owner. You've got to choose a name that reflects your purpose. You define your tone. For example, it can be minimalist, it can be edgy, and it can be luxury. Also, your visual identity. And this is where logo comes in, the font, the colors, and the likes. And also your brand story and positioning. Finder Loco wasn't just a name, it is a symbol of empowerment and heritage. Your brand name should mean something. And the reason why for me I decided to go with Finder Loco is because I'm trying to maintain the name itself. It's an Arabic name and it has this meaning of, a successful woman and a powerful woman. The inspiration actually comes from this because I'm making this ways, this modest way for women of elegance, for women who value themselves and are strong and are always rooting and looking for ways to be successful and powerful. Okay, I don't know why it's actually, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to get a new hand, much more better like that. We don't have to like stick to my clothes this way. All right, let's go ahead with it. The next thing is kind of related to design and product development, and this one is basically about how your product comes to life. You see, you don't need a fashion degree. Like you don't need a fashion degree. All you've got to have is a clear vision. It's actually in two ways for somebody who has a fashion degree already and for somebody who doesn't have a fashion degree but have this kind of special preference for clothing and wants to start a clothing brand. So I'm going to start with somebody who has a fashion degree. Now you already know about how to make garments, how dresses comes to life, sewing and all of that. So for you, all you've got to do is to have that same clear vision as well. And if you will be doing it individually or you would want to have partners, it's fine. So it all depends on what works best for you. Now, after you've had this very clear vision and you've understood your whys and the purpose, the brand name and identity, and what your brand is solving as an entity, the next thing is for you to start with a clear key piece. To start with a signature piece. And when I talk about this, I'm basically talking about you having a signature collection. For you to do that, you can decide to source for your fabric probably locally or online. Everything just, become much more easier these days. You can literally get whatever you need, whatever you want online, even without you leaving your room. So you can decide to source for fabric locally, or you go online to source for fabrics that resonate, that aligns with the kind of product you're trying to create. For me, I mostly source for my fabrics locally, but at times when I feel like I do not have the strength to do that personally, I usually have some, online vendors that I do get my materials from. I'll link their page in the description box. You can check them out at the end of the video. This is very important in the sense that it's kind of, like a very important factor when it comes to building your clothing brand. And it doesn't really have to be a clothing brand alone. Like I said earlier, it can be something else. Now, this is basically about building an online presence. Your online presence is your storefront. You have to make it count. It's your statement. Make it count. Create a simple, a clean website. It can be Shopify or Squarespace. Set up an email from day one. I just have to stress this particular point. Set up an email from day one. Before you have to start it from the first day you're starting the business. Set up an email list from day one. Show up on social media, the behind the scenes, storytelling, just make people aware of what you sell. Focus on platform where your customers actually is. It can be YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. For me, I started showing the process and not just the product. People just love to be part of your journey. Your online presence is very, very important when it comes to, building or starting a clothing brand. Now, after you might have done all of these things that I've aligned earlier, the next thing is for you to launch your product. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the launch strategy I know of. To me, a launch isn't just a day, it is a campaign. You have to build anticipation, like teaser posts, little drops, snapshots of videos of your product, countdowns, storytellings, just anything that will pique people's anticipation. The next thing for you to do is to create a launch checklist and timeline. You need to understand the fact that you have to work with micro influencers that aligns with your product. Or should I say early supporters? I kind of make a very, in-depth explanation when it comes to choosing an influencer and people that can, model your wares or products and all of that. So check out this video of mine where I went in depth into showing you those mistakes that I made when I first started my clothing brand. This too is very important in the sense that you have to offer, limited drops to create demand and urgency. So for me, my first drop was small. I told you I only made just 2 designs. So my first drop was small, but it sold out because I focused more on connection and not perfection. This is where the sayings where people be like, okay, done is perfect than not even starting at all. Done is better than perfect. Reiterate, learn along the way. It's just learn and do it and learn along the way. You don't have to worry about the procedure or what. Starting a clothing brand isn't easy, but to some extent it's actually fun if you are determined and you're ready to give every of your all into building that very brand. So when I say it is hard, it's possible as well, especially if you lead it, if you do it with purpose and great determination. So the key thing is not to compare your beginning with somebody's middle. Remember, these people have been where you are. They have their own, processes, their start, how they started, and how it goes. So you starting how you don't have to look at those who are at the peak already, or at least much better than you. All you've got to do is to be focused, do your best, and work towards changing and learning new things every day. Build slow, build strong. So if you're ready to start your clothing brand in 2025, this year, comment I am ready in the comment section. I want to share you on. Like this video if it helped you, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this from me and learn from real life experiences based on what other people have tried in the past, their mistakes, their learns, their wins, and how you can save yourself from making the same mistakes and saving yourself thousands and building a brand. So watch next if you want to learn more about starting a clothing brand.